The Anti-Inflammatory Slow Cooker Recipes, step-by-step guide with 130-plus proven slow cooking recipes for immune system healing and overall health. Anti-Inflammatory Diet Book 2, written by John Carter, narrated by Cliff Weldon. Introduction: Understanding Inflammation and Anti-Inflammatory Diet Recipes. Why do we need anti-inflammatory diet? What is inflammation and what it does to your body? Inflammation is a process by which white blood cells, along with the substances they produce, protects the body from invading external organisms like viruses and bacteria. However, there are instances when the body's defense system, which is the immune system, triggers an inflammatory response even in the absence of foreign invasion. Without the enemy to fight off, the immune system causes harm to its own tissues, hence the onset of autoimmune diseases like arthritis. But not all arthritis is caused by misguided inflammation. Arthritis that is usually associated with inflammation is psoriatic arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, gouty arthritis. Symptoms of inflammation include swelling joints and pain, loss of joint function and stiffness, redness in external areas surrounding the affected joints. Inflammation is also a form of defense mechanism. As the body's immune system recognizes damaged cells, pathogens, and irritant, it resorts to healing itself. It's a part of the body's immune response, and without inflammation, any damage to tissues will not be able to heal without it. However, once it becomes chronic, it can become harmful to the human body. Chronic inflammation is recurring and can last for years, leading to various damaging illnesses. Chronic inflammation can occur in the body without the host being aware of it. This type of inflammation can drive death-leading conditions including diabetes, cardiovascular disease, fatty liver disease. People suffering from stress and obesity are more prone to chronic inflammation. Benefits of embracing the anti-inflammatory diet. An anti-inflammatory diet contains different nutrient-dense foods packed with antioxidants aimed to reduce inflammatory responses. Antioxidants are reactive molecules in foods that combat free radicals. With these, a large number of free radicals inside the body, it can damage cells and therefore increase the risk of certain diseases. The role of inflammatory diet. If you want to get away from the chronic inflammation, there are foods that you need to eat and those you need to avoid. It is essential that you need to base your diet on foods that fill with nutrients and contain antioxidants. Completely avoid processed foods and eat foods that are the closest to their natural state or those that are minimally processed. Anti-inflammatory diet is used as a complementary therapy for many medical conditions worsened by chronic inflammation. Among these are asthma, psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, colitis, Crohn's disease, eosinophilic esophagitis, lupus, metabolic syndrome, diabetes, obesity, inflammatory bowel disease, heart disease, Hashimoto disease, certain cancers including colorectal cancer. What foods to eat and foods to avoid? There are certain foods that should be a part of your diet as they help reduce inflammatory risk. Tomatoes, olive oil, nuts, leafy green vegetables like kale and spinach, fatty fish, fruits, especially berries and oranges. Foods to avoid. There are foods that can trigger chronic inflammation risk. Here are some of them. Refined carbohydrates, white bread, white pasta, sugary beverages and alcoholic drinks, soda, energy drinks, fruit juices, wine and liquors in an excessive amount, processed foods, desserts, cakes, candies, cookies, ice cream, processed meats, hot dogs, sausages, ham, bolognas, etc. Processed snack foods, crackers, chips, other junk food, trans fat in certain oils, processed oils from seeds and vegetables, corn oil, vegetable oils, etc. Trans fats, foods containing partially hydrogenated ingredients. Important tips to follow. For some people, adjusting to an anti-inflammatory diet can be a big challenge. There are several things you can do to make this transition to an inflammatory diet easier. Eat more fruits and vegetables in a variety. Keep away from eating fast foods. Eliminate drinking soda and sugary drinks. Plan your shopping list in advance to ensure that you'll be buying helpful food and snacks. Drink more water or lemon water. Exercise regularly. Make
Sample complete. Ready to continue?